my God. Oh my God, that was almost a hole-in-one. My God Almighty in heaven. Holy. YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Captain Crush back in the mix. We have another NBA playoff game. Game 5, Wolves versus the Mavs. It's win or go home for those Wolves, baby, and they go back to Minnesota to try to extend it one more time. Now, I'm pulling for them because I want to have more games to play. So, we will discuss that. Some of you have a WNBA protected play. I'm going to discuss that and maybe a dibble-dabble of MLB. So, go ahead, pay the toll, smash the like button like mama taught you right, and if you're new to the channel and you like the jip and jive of Captain Crush, smash the subscribe button, baby, because I'm gonna be here all summer long preparing for NFL and NBA, and we got big things, big things on the horizon, baby. So without further ado, let's break this puppy down. Now, one thing I'm gonna say really fast is there is a free square. That's right, free, an actual free square, not a community free square, but a free square over on UnderDog. Luka over half a point. Cash it. It's hitting. I promise you, it's gonna hit. And you could have paired it with Jack Flaherty. Let's just call him Flirty, man. Detroit's own Flirty. 17.5 pitching outs. It's a goblin over on PrizePicks, and it was up for literally like 15-20 minutes on UnderDog as a normal payout, which would give you 3x. Now they made it a gobby as well, so it's 0.75x. It's still solid, but the value was over there. I'm gonna put another one in post edit. You can use this as an option for UnderDog, and if you use code CRUSH, you'll get your match, plus you will get this free square, baby. So another reason to use DG is because of that right there. You get the value, bang, instantly. We're all about trying to find the value. Now I have it set to UnderDog. We can go over to PrizePicks or any of them, but they also have the AI slip generator, which is going to give you the plus EV lineup of the day. And now, all you have to do is click this button, and it puts it in your PrizePicks for you. Easy peasy. So you can take this right now if you want. It's not guaranteed to cash or anything like that, but look at the graph over the long run. Since its inception, you cannot argue with that. If I had that personal graph on my own, it'd be crispy at my unit size. But the fact is, this is just straight up plus EV every day. No deviations, no nothing. You'd probably get limited in the long run if you did it every single day. So mix it up, have some fun, find the value. I will give you 25% off if you use my code and sign up, but you gotta do it quickly because that's probably gonna change in June. In addition to that, you'll get 30 free days of the cord. But look at all this value for WNBA, fam. If you're looking for a WNBA protected play, look no further. Reese, less 9 rebounds. Hamby, less 11.5 rebounds. Yeah, that's gonna be scary, I get it. Aguamike, less 8 rebounds. Caitlin Clark, less 7 assists. I know they're scary, y'all, but EV is EV, value is value, so you can take those 4. I'm not telling you to take those 4. I'm simply showing you the long-term value. You cannot argue with it. You can't deny it. In fact, I will take Reese under less than 9 rebounds right away. I just went and locked that in on my personal PrizePicks, and hopefully it cashes because I got a free roll, the $20 protected free roll. So I will cover WNBA all season long. Once we get more data points, I'll have a projection sheet just like I do for NBA and MLB. One thing that sticks out to me out of the gate is going to be Boston, less 7 rebounds. She is due a massive game. I will say that. She's always flirting with this line, fam. But you know, Crush, I ride that train till I'm forced off, and I've been taking it every time, and I ain't getting off now. But just as much as I like that, I kind of like her points rebounds more. She had a terrible outing last time against them, 7 burger. She's due a big game, so I would take more there and less on there. And let me tell you something about the popular tab. This was at 11 earlier. This was at 9.5 or whatever. This place is where dreams go to die, y'all. So just keep that in mind. Everybody wants to take the popular plays, but in the end, if you did it over the infinite timeline, it would be negative. So keep that in mind. Just like Anthony Edwards RA at 14.5. I said it was too high. It got bumped down to 14. So now if you like it, you can take it at 14 here. I got it at 13.5 over on Chalkboard, baby. And I will post that one in post edit as well. This is my Chalkboard today. Again, code CRUSH. You know the drill. Deposit match 30 days of the cord. And that's for any of my partners, parlay, play, etc. So what are we doing here on PrizePicks? Well, first things first, fam. Anthony Edwards, 48.5 fantasy score, and Luka. I have been taking these two all series long. This is the highest Edwards been, but he's back at home, and it's a must-win situation. So if you want to go right back to the train, you can. He didn't have any steals last game, and he still was able to get 48.5 fantasy score. But what's more, we know that he's 50 over on UnderDog, so we're getting 2 points of value, and they pay out the exact same way. And as I'm saying that, they've already reduced him to 49.25. He was at 50.5, so I took less there and over at 48.5. Hopefully he lands on 49. Bang! I cash both. Even if he lands on 48.6, I could cash both. As far as his points, 27.5 on UnderDog is the place you want to take it. I believe PrizePicks, let's see, do they still have it at 28? Yes, they do. PrizePicks has it at 28, so you'd want to take it on UnderDog. It's the same payout. Why would you give PrizePicks the extra point for the same payout? You wouldn't do that. So go ahead and take it on UnderDog if you want to take it. I got him getting 28 exactly, so I'll fade it on PrizePicks. I'll lock it in on UnderDog and hope for the best. And just like Luka's 55 here, he's 54 over on on UnderDog. So that is what I'm telling you guys. Always make sure you're shopping between the two, especially UnderDog. They pay out the same virtually. A little more on 3-man powers, which is why I take my 3-man powers on UnderDog. And they also let you power their 5-man. So there's value to be had. If you haven't tried UnderDog, you have to get in the mix. Links in the description, y'all. I'm not just plugging it because they're my partner. I'm doing it because I do it daily, and I'm telling you guys, you have to be shopping around all the sites. You keep your coin in PayPal, you take advantage of all the deposit matches, all of the promos, and then you cash out to the same place. Bang! That is called surgery. And you want to be performing surgery, trust your boy. So, you can take Luka and Edwards like it's been working out if you want to. But what Captain Crush likes to do and what I preach is I like to target guys who had a bad game and hope for the bounce back. Now, the video I did before, I took yesterday off, but it was Nas Reed. It was the play of the day, his goblin. He sold everybody. I literally had everything right. I had 4 of 4 on my demons, y'all. Posted in the cord. God is my witness. They're my witness. All the demons hit. Gafford's blocks, Jaden Hardy, McDaniels, and Derek Jones. And the goblin that was my play of the day sold. And the only reason Reed was my play of the day was because they took Conley from 25 fantasy points, bumped him to 26, and I didn't want to give y'all a bump, which I'm pretty sure I said that on the tube, but it didn't even matter because Conley soared over. If Reed would have cashed, it would have been an extra $2,000 in my pocket. Instead, I got shelled, and I'm coming back with a vengeance this game. So, is Nas Reed gonna bounce back? Check this out, fam. He was at 18 last game. Remember? I know you remember. He was at 17.5, then he bumped to 18 by close. Now he's at 16.5. He is due a big game. That was an absolute anomaly, an outlier, whatever you want to call it. He's the 6th man of the year. I'm giving him another chance. I'm going right back to him. He's gonna be at home. He couldn't make a shot. He got gate kept on his minutes, and that's just what happens when we're gambling, y'all. So I'll go right back to the well, and I have the fantasy points per minute up here for you guys. Luka 1.53, Rudy 1.3, Gafford 1.27, Edwards 1.20, Kyrie 1.20, Lively 105, Towns 1.1, Reed a fantasy point per minute, and then Conley 0.95. Now, we don't know if Derek Lively's going to play, but check this out. 0.95, multiply it times 35 for Mike Conley. Minnesota Mike, and he gets 33 fantasy points. All of Minnesota Mike's equity for his fantasy score is tied into his blocks and steals. They do have him at 27 now, and technically, he is due a regression game after a monster game. But you know what? Given the stakes, given the fact that they're at home, I'm going to ride this train until I'm forced off, y'all. If he sells, he sells. I'm taking a shot on him. I'm going to ride the train, and I'm giving Nas Reed the bounce back nod, giving him a chance to cash me tonight. And that's how I feel about it, guys. You don't have to agree with me. Like I always say, I'm just one man, tail or fade. I try to give you guys insight, analysis, break it down quick in a fun way for you to help you with your own process. That is what I'm trying to do, fam. Karl Anthony Towns' points last night was at 19.5. It's criminal. He is getting bad games because of foul trouble. If he stops getting those bogus fouls, y'all, he can literally cash everything. PRA, which has been bumped. Points assist is points. He has to stop getting those top of the key fouls, off the ball fouls. But you saw what he did in the third quarter. He literally destroyed everyone in the third quarter. But I honestly think Towns is in a prime position tonight to come back and get it done. He just has to stay out of foul trouble. Now, there's a lot of lottery props and a lot of things to consider. One thing for sure is that Derek Lively makes a huge difference on this entire slate, the one-game slate, I should say. If Derek Lively plays with no restrictions, I will be all over his points, rebounds, assists. You can't stop me. In fact, I think I got it at 15.5 on UnderDog. It's way too low if he's going to be unrestricted. We don't know. So if you want to take a risk and just lock it in and hope for variance to slide your way, either one of these are going to be fine. Again, that's if he plays his normal 25 minutes, no restrictions. These would be great. Now, that's just my 2 cents. Luka at 17.5 RA over on UnderDog. You're getting half a point discount better than PrizePicks. That's good over there. You can always consider Gafford. He's actually being juiced less right now here. I don't understand fully what's going on there. Maybe they know because Lively's going to be back playing more. That would make sense. But what did I tell you guys about Jaden Hardy? I said if Lively was out last game, they may go smaller for a little bit. Hardy gets more minutes, and sure enough, bang! Cash is demon. Make sure when you watch these videos or any videos, you're paying attention to everything and you're doing your own due diligence. Don't just look for one slam dunk play or whatever and try to think, oh, I'm going to get... No, you need to do your own due diligence, guys. Now, my play of the day streak ended because of Naz Reid at 6-0. I don't, as of right now, have a play of the day, but I was highly considering making it Karl Anthony Towns or just my wagon, Minnesota Mike Conley, or maybe even Ant Edwards and taking the easy road. But I haven't decided yet, so that's why I wanted to let you guys know. Okay, I will have it by the time I go on my live stream, which will be at 5 Central in my Discord. So, some final thoughts here. Jaden McDaniels' 1.5 3-point made was a demon last game. Now it's a normal proposition, so I'll probably get off of it. I still think it's a decent proposition. We talked about Towns. I told you where to get value on Anthony Edwards. You'd want to go to UnderDog. I think Edwards' 22.5 field goals attempted is clean. Always take his half a dunk. I always take this proposition. If he sells, he sells. He got me the last 2 times. Look, he sold the first 2 and then paid me back. That is what it's all about, okay? So I'm even on that prop. I still take it, especially at home. Gafford's dunks, I always have exposure to it. And then my favorite lottery today is going to be Luka, 9.5 3-points attempted. I've been taking this all series long and he hasn't missed yet. And Naz Reid down here at 4 just seems like it's a little bit too low. He had one bad game, but 5, 9, 6, 4. I will be having exposure to that as well. Now, hopefully I see you guys in the live stream where I can break all this down and we can get on a personal level, pause, and we can talk about things and cook together like we do in the general chat. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Goldlocks. He gave out a tennis slip earlier, which is absolutely insane. I didn't see it because I was preparing for my YouTube or whatever. I forget, but he cashed everybody. He did post it under Roll Member Slips, which is why if you're in the cord, always check that tab. Here I am yesterday. I had this one. Paul Skeens, the pirate savior, baby. Man, the kid's going to be phenomenal. He is the juiced up version of Strider, baby, and he's a pirate. He's a pirate. I had this one. My problem yesterday was all the 2 and 3 mans I hit that I didn't nuke hit, and then I nuked a big one, and it didn't hit. It got 3 of 5. Cash that. Cash this. MLB Live, like I tell you guys, is a dice roll. You always have to be prepared. This is straight from DG Fantasy, y'all. Bang. You make 1 or 2 of these a day and it cashes. You get your money back for the whole membership and then some. Everyone told me to take Shota over and I wanted him under. I didn't like it. I went against my gut thinking, well, let's just ride the community. And I paid the ultimate price. Instead of 25x, I got 2x. Not complaining about a double up. I'm totally fine with it. I'm just a little sore at myself for not going with my own read, but that's how it is. And that's how it is for you too. I'm a human just like you. If you see me say something and you like the opposite, brother, go with your gut. Go with your own reads, man. You'll always feel better about going with your own reads, win, lose, or draw. Carlos was able to tail and get in the mix. There you go, Carlos. You love to see the people tailing the captain and getting a win. We don't win every day, y'all. I'm not going to be one of those clowns that say we do. But in the long run, you will have the best chance to win being in my court. Shout out to Eddie with his little nuke skis. Man, he had Ohtani fantasy. I had Ohtani over home run, over fantasy, and less 1.5 strikeouts. Cash it all. Good job, Eddie, with your nuke. Go to Breeze says, check your boy out. He cashed. Guys, I don't always get to post the slips under Captain Slips. Sometimes they're getting cooked live in general chat. That's why you got to be plugged in. Same thing with MLB Live. Same thing with anything. Counter-Strike. All of it, guys. It is what it is. Lines are moving quickly. So try to be locked in. On top of that, we've had like 5 giveaways in the past 3 days. Shout out to Joe Schwan, gave away like $150. No Mac gave away $200. Me, Dan, and Sturdy still have our giveaway to get done. My day one member giveaways are coming when I get back from Vegas. And it's going to be a sweet time. So sweet! And hopefully Mudbone, OG Mudbone, gets chalked. I'm just kidding, Mudbone. I hope you cash the giveaway. You're due. You're due. You want to know who's not due? Timmy and Embiid. Those guys are always winning giveaways. I haven't seen Lays since she won the 50. She went ghost. But anyways, guys, if you're looking for a home, you want some guys to chill with, talk sports with, talk everything in life, apparently, after last night, my goodness. And more importantly, be in your boys live stream. The Discord is where you got to be. You're getting your value worth. It's $25 a month, $24.99 to be exact. You'll get all my plays, my projection sheets for MLB, NBA, soon WNBA, and I cover PGA as well. But listen, a lot of you guys watching these videos, you don't understand MLB, and I will personally make it my mission by the end of the summer, you will understand MLB enough to be talking about it, giving your opinion on it, and everything else. Because once NBA is over, my full focus goes on MLB, specifically those 2 mans that we all had last summer, and it's gonna be bang, bang, bang. I'll be making Mike Breen blush, okay? So don't be bashful, don't be shy. I know you guys don't understand MLB, but it is fun. It's one of the best sweats there is, y'all. There's nothing like an MLB sweat, fam. I'm telling you. And I want to bring you guys into the fold, get you guys into the mix. So, speaking of which, Jack Flirty, let's just call him Flirty. 7Ks, if you can find it at 6.5, which I think I got it at 6.5 on Chalkboard, get it in the mix. If you use a site like Outlier.bet or Outlier, whatever, if you want 30 free days, links in the description for new users only. You can see their pitch arsenal. You can see how they do against his pitches and everything else. You can see his whip, which this is a really good whip it. 1.08, man. That's pretty good. All the signs point to him having a good game, but again, all we can do is make the right reads, and whatever happens, happens. If you don't want to take his Ks because you can't find it at 6.5, go ahead and grab his fantasy score if you think they're going to win the game, and possibly has a quality start. Again, use the projection sheets that I post in the cord and compare them to DGs, or if you don't have a site like DG and you have to manually shop, do that. That's totally fine too. So you can see here, Christian Scott and Zach Gallen, more 11 strike combos, kind of plus EV. Scott by himself, 5, I don't really know how I feel about that. Scott, more 1.5 walks allowed. Let's take a look. Shall we? Okay, so I have Scott going for 1.7 base on balls, which is walks allowed, so that's actually pretty good, and I have him for 5.25 strikeouts, so you are getting some push equity there. And then Zach Gallen is roughly 5.8 to 6, so that combo is going to be kind of dicey, but again, it does give you the chance to push, so you won't get hooked. But again, all of this stuff is up to you guys. I think I'm going to target Zach Gallen. The Mets are in shambles. They're absolute poverty. They got destroyed yesterday. I want to target hitters versus the Mets. I want to target pitchers versus the Mets. I want it all. The Mets are absolute poverty, just like their fan base, aka Arish. It's never Arish, y'all. It never was Arish. It never will be Arish. It's always Captain Crush and OG Mudbone. Woo! And Goldlock and Spartan and all the rest of the jizzles. So again, make sure you odd shop with DG or whatever it is you're going to use between the two. UnderDog, make sure you check Chalkboard. They're absolutely goated. So is Sleeper, and for God's sake, Tail Spartan Sleeper Slip. Long term, you'll be a W. I'm going to close with this. Kyrie Irving, last game, okay? 16 points. Outlier game for this series. 30, 20, 33, 16. What do you notice? By the way, this doesn't mean anything, but look, went off, dud. Went off, dud. They don't want to lose this game. If they lose this game, it puts all the pressure back on the Mavs. And I honestly believe that Kyrie Irving's going to come out tonight and try to score and shoot a lot again. So I like his points. You can take Conley's fantasy for the reasons discussed if he's been cashing you. If he hasn't been cashing you, stay away from it, okay? Because you're buying high as high can be. They have now bumped Luka to 56. Make sure you get it on UnderDog at 54.5. I got him at 55.5 here, but I'm going to get him on UnderDog at 54.5 and lock in that crispy value. So for here, I'd probably looking at Luka's 3 points attempted, maybe even just his field goals attempted at 22. Any of those are fine. You have the Naz Reid bounce back scenario at 16.5. Remember, we're buying low. McDaniels also is due a bounce back too, for what it's worth. So you have that. And then honestly, Ant Edwards might be very aggressive today, so you could go with that. Even his 5.5 free throws made, this would have cashed last time if he would have made his shots on the line. But either that, anything Edwards, you're going to have to wait to be in the live stream so we can cook this. Again, I'm not here to spoon feed y'all. Just use the information to make your own reads. And remember, this is critical. Whenever you take 5 to 6 players in a same game parlay, all overs, you might as well just chef's kiss it goodbye, because it's very rare to have 5 to 6 legs all go over. You need ceiling games, and you mainly just run out of time, and that's when you get hooked. Try to keep it to 3-4 max. Okay, if you're taking all overs, or sprinkle in some MLB, sprinkle in some WNBA, and do your thing. Look, if you're new to the channel, thanks for clicking the thumbnail. Thanks for checking me out. Sorry if the video is kind of, dragging along today, but I got a lot on my mind, yo. I'm preparing for vacation. I got a lot to do. I'm trying to get a big win to end May on a solid note. We have 2 days left. I'm trying to cash the cord out big league. Waiting for my girl's response to see if she lets me put in the nuke today. I'll have to wait and see. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. I hope to see you in the live stream. Partner links are in the description. Gets you 30 days free. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, Flex Fridays tomorrow. My brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush Mudbone and Clam.